live with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets, the coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Ready up.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
We got 3. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Jones operating from the gun. Looking deep downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Hey, here we go. 21, check back 21. Hey, man, watch the boot. Under. He's checking Craig.
On second down, Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, You know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And the Giants first down. And two soft. Check 26, check 26. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing on third and long. Jones, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
You can't block me. Spons, spons, spons. No, no, no. Check 43. SOS.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 36. Throwing. Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Push him back.
They go play action here on first down. They'll buy some time right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in. Here we go. Dude. Jim.
On second down now, it's Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Check 55 to Mike. 47. 55 is Mike, guys. 55. I got it.
On third down, it's Prescott. And this is clock. It's Cooper. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Right there, 55. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Here we go, 46. Check. 26.
Here's Prescott. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Robbie Anderson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7.
On the ready. Get him. Go.
On 2nd down, Richard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Check. Lucky. Kill. Ready.
Off the bootleg. Jones rolling to his left. Looking for Shepard deep. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Prescott from the gun. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
At the 29-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
There you go. Wide in. 5-5-5. Watch the slant. Here we go. Going to 54. Wide in. Check right. Watch 26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 6-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Kill. Get it.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Ready? 10 over. Check 50. Check 50. Hey, box truck. Ready?
Now Jones on 3rd down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Hey, kill. 27. 26.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cook. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Cooper was the target there.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Slam. Joker.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Check it back, check it back.
Hey, Delta, what's in?
On second and 12, Jones, and he finds Montgomery complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Here we go. 30 base.
55. I got you. Check, check. Fresno. Kill.
Hey, exit.
55. Check.
Let go.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
Watch the screen.
To throw is Prescott. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
180. Check 52's the mine. 47. Pick up the ball. Last 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. On the 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. That's complete. It's Charles. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Prescott to throw it. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Watch Mike. It's our field. It's our field.
We're going to 53.
Watch out.
26.
Prescott. And Anderson's got it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Prescott now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
We're going to 54. Why We're going to 54. Why
Prescott yet again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Intended that time for Cooper.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter three. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check pass. Check pass. Watch the air. Bang, 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 bang. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check 24, check 24. Switch, switch, switch. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. What?
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, kill. 47.
And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. A rough go there on 3rd down. A loss of 4.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
6 guard. Check 6 guard. Watch it. 49. Check 49.
Ready.
Jones off the play fake. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
70, Indy. Fair. Shoot.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. A gain of 3, second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get some.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 95 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, being on second half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drive.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 10th carry now for Elliott. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go to Elliott again. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, check. Pick the edge. Go. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check. Here we go. Go to 54. Wide in. He's checking. Crash.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. This will be a 37-yard attempt. The kick by Bryant is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, they'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Giants.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch twitch.
Off play action. Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
17. Giants nothing.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
7. 55, 955. We ain't giving up nothing today. Undercrush. Hey, 3, go.
Throwing Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now Jones. He's going to float this one deep right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the 1st. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run with Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up, loose football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Hey, kill.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. And that'll be marked down as their 1st sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the 1st half. But now they've gotten their 1st sack here in the 2nd half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Here's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. A first down carry by Elliott. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So back at the midfield stripe now, they'll come up second and long. Prescott now from the 50. Going to take a shot for Gallup. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A loss of 2 there, second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now Jones, off play action. He's got a man, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Second and long. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And now here is another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Go.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. DeAndre Baker, the first corner chosen in this year's draft, there to make the play defensively. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. looking to throw. Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here we go. Go ahead in.
Check 55 to Mike. I'm coming after you.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Yeah.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
Check three. He's coming.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Fighting through. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here on this one, Charles. What's the message? And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check 55, Mike.
Gun.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Throwing here, Prescott. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Cooper was the intended target, and it's third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Kill! Check 50, check 50.
Then we're going to 53.
Flare. Check your hot read. Watch twist.
Then we're going to 53.
Twist. Whip.
126.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. Then we're going to 54. Why ain't?
Prescott now. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Cooper was the target there. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say,